Miss Jackson, if you're not.
It's on.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi,
How are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm maintaining.
I know the last time you were here, we were talking about your marital issues you were having. How's that coming along?
Like anything else, some days are good, some days are bad. It's according to how things go at work for me, how things are going for him. Communication still is, off. And I don't want to argue anymore, so I just leave it alone. I just don't say more.
Is he interested in at least maybe meeting you halfway when it comes to your concerns? Or if you have a question for him, is he willing to at least discuss the problem with you?
Sometimes he is, or either he says that he wants to work it out, he wants to see what's going on, and then sometimes he just goes off on tangents, and I get frustrated. I just get tired of trying to make him see and understand, that there's something really wrong. There's something wrong in our marriage. And he does not see it. He does not realize when I say, it's his mother. You can go and you can talk to your mom about any and everything. But it's our relationship. You're not married to your mother. You're married to me. So it's hard. And then it doesn't make it any better that we're staying in his house, in her house. We're staying with his family. I don't have anyone that I can go to like that. A sister or my mother. My folks are on the East Coast, so it is what it is.
Are there ever days when the communication is better than other days? And if so, what precipitates the good days?
Like I said, if he's had a good day at work, things are going his way. Like a kid, it reminds me so much of a kid. If everything is going good that day with him and everything is going well at work, or he's playing his scratch-offs or whatever, and he wins a couple of dollars or got a couple of dollars in his pocket, then yeah, life is great. And if not, somebody makes him mad at work, he brings it home to me. And it could very well be the same for me. My job is stressful. Being a nurse is not easy. I'm on my feet all day and I'm tired and I'm worn out. So sometimes I just don't feel like all the drama.
Well, I know you have a very concerned boss. She's the one that referred you, as you know, and she really cares about your well-being. And you don't find very many bosses who really care about their employees. She really loves you.
I know.
And she's really concerned about your home life.
I know.
And your job performance. She doesn't really want to lose you as an employee.
I know, and I need this job, and I do. I love her dearly. And she's concerned because she's seen me go through a lot of different changes. When I first started working there, I've been there for 5 years. So in those 5 years, she has seen me at my best as well as my worst. And it's hard. It's hard. I know what it's like to watch a person just go from one extreme to the next. And I don't. I love what I do. I love my job. But it's true when you say things, they interact. So what goes on at home, it does. It affects my job performance, and it shouldn't. And then sometimes I just can't separate the difference because I can leave and just had a terrible argument or either a fight with him. And then I go to work and I can't focus, I can't concentrate. I can't tell my patients that, you know, and I do understand. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm trying to get some help. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to lose my husband. And I just don't know what to do. I get to the point whereas even when I'm not at work, I'm home in the room, hoping that he doesn't come home after work, because I really just don't want to be bothered. I just don't feel like it's wrong, you know. And that's where then I turn and I can start eating. I'll start eating. And I'll get in that room and I'll get to myself and I'll just start eating. And I can't help it.
So, do you have a coworker who maybe you said you turn to eating when you get frustrated and kind of upset? Do you have a coworker that maybe on a lunch break or a break take a 5-10 minute walk or exercise with you, and that also will help alleviate some of the stress, take some of the stress away.
And I do. There are a number of nurses there, co-workers that I could, you know, talk to. Because I work a swing shift, you know, I can't always get out and take that walk around the park or whatever, or walk around the outside. But we can still walk inside the facility, so, you know, I could.
So do you have to join? Do you have to sign up for a group or anything? Or can you just all get together and say, well, we're going to meet here today and we're going to walk 5, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Yeah, well, you know what, that's a good idea. It doesn't have to be anything whereas we have to get, you know, we'll sign up or anything. We can just take out and walk. Because it would actually, I'm not the only one that has gained some weight, so it would actually be good for all of us, you know, to get out and take a walk or whatever. But you know, I dare not talk to everyone. You know, you just don't want to share everything with everyone. You don't want your business out in the workplace like that, you know. And I know that it's inappropriate anyway. So that's why I have it. That's why I've just been trying to maintain and do it on my own.
Well, I think it's good that you are coming to see somebody about your problems. And that way you don't feel that you have the burden of just carrying this load by yourself. So at least you get to release some of that frustration, that stress. You can talk to somebody about it, and I think that's good.
What I would love to happen is for my husband to come.
Do you think he'd be open to coming?
Oh no, he's crazy. He's just as crazy as I am.
Have you asked him if he'd like to go with you? Come with you?
I go to church. And I've kind of talked to my pastor. And talk to him, you know, because I wanted us to get some counseling, some spiritual counseling, because if he wouldn't come here, because of course, you know, black man, first thing he's going to say, black people don't go and see, you know, get any help like that. They don't go see, they don't need therapists or whatever. And that's the first thing that came out of his mouth. So when he said that, I said, well, let's go talk to the pastor. First he said yes, he'd think about it, I'll think about it, you know. And then it turned out to, nah, I'm not going to tell them people my business. Why would you go tell them your business? All they're going to do is put it out in the street, put it over the church. So why would you do that? So, you know. And he doesn't realize that that's not the way that it is. I believe, I know my pastor to be a man that takes what we say, you know, and wherever we give it to him at, that's where it's going to stay, you know. But he doesn't want to hear that. It makes him feel, I gather he says it makes him feel less of a man to feel like he can't handle his business in his own home. Okay, well, duh, we're not in our own home. You stay with your mama. So, it is what it is. I'm at that point.
So how did you guys end up being in the home with his mother?
It's been like that. 7 years. 7 years we've been married. And it started out to whereas, we're just getting married. We're going to stay with his folks until we could find our own place. And then his dad got sick. And his mom couldn't take care of his dad. So we just stayed 2 years, 3 years. And he never took the initiative. It's like, we're just going to stay there and take care of his family. And regardless of the fact, I love his parents. I love his family. But we need our own space. We don't have any kids. There's no privacy in the home. The walls are like paper, So whenever we have an argument, she has something to say. I don't know, I'm just tired.
Have you discussed with him? Have you given him, okay, by this time we need to have our own place?
Goes in one ear and comes right out of the other. Come on, I really want to say, I really feel like he thinks he's got the best of both worlds. Because he's got his mama that listens to everything that he says and he just can't do any wrong when it comes to her. And then he has me, who's on the other hand trying to push him and make him into a better man, someone that's more responsible and more accountable, and take charge. And it's not working. It's not working because it's like a battle. It's like a tug of war in between. So do I have to fight your mother? Or do I have to argue with you about your mother? Because anything she says is gold. It's golden. And how fair is that to me? It's not fair.
I would like to see if Mr. Jackson would come and speak with me, or even speak with me on the phone.
Good luck.
So,
good luck.
He can come by himself initially, and then after that we can work on maybe couples counseling for both of you guys. But it sounds like you're taking the initiative to try to make this marriage work, and he's just sitting back, just reaping maybe the benefits.
Yeah, he's reaping the benefits, all right. He is. I noticed even on his cell phone, he's taken now to locking it. He's locking his cell phone like he has something to hide. The other night, phone was just ringing. He didn't answer it. He just turned it off. Little things, that lets me know that he disappears sometimes. With nothing to say where he is, no accountability for time or anything. I was just out. What do you mean you were just out? Out where? I was just hanging out. So, ask his mom. Have you heard from him today? Have you talked to him this afternoon? No, I hadn't talked to him. I hadn't heard anything. He hadn't called me But it's not like she would say anything. She wouldn't. So it is what it is. I have to deal with it. Or at least he thinks I have to deal with it. But I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of going through this. Living life like this. If you don't want me, if you don't want to be with me, I just say so. I can make it. I can deal with that. Better than the lies and the deceit and just the not knowing.
You said there's times when he leaves, he's gone to locking his cell phone. Do you know why he's done that?
It's somebody else.
And why? What gives you that?
It's someone else.
Has he ever done that before?